With all the hype around 151, let's not forget the next Pokemon set is Obsidian Flames, and it's going to be really interesting to see what the set is going to bring. Is it going to be another Darkness Ablaze, or is it going to be absolutely dwarfed and forgotten because of 151? So let's talk about it. Alright guys, Obsidian Flames is the next set that is dropping in August, so it is coming out pretty soon. It's about a month before the release of Pokemon 151, and everyone's talking about 151. Like, literally, it's everywhere, right? Whether or not it's the Japanese set or it's the English version, everybody is talking about it. With the Japanese release, we've seen all of the cards. We know all the cards are coming in 151. However, with Obsidian Flames, we don't, even though the English set comes out a month beforehand. So it's going to be really interesting to see. The Japanese set is yet to come out, so we don't know the whole story of what's going to be in the set. What we do know is there's going to be some big Charizards, at least one big Charizard, but also talking to one of my friends who owns a store about distribution regarding Obsidian Flames, there's going to be a lot of this set. I mean, printed quite a lot. The amount of allocation that some of the stores are getting, even my local store, is going to get a ton. More than Paldea Evolved. So we're going to be really interested to see how the market reacts to Obsidian Flames when it comes out. But let's take a look and see about the new set, because I've had so many questions from you guys going, Jace, what's your thought on Obsidian Flames? Do you think it's amazing, or do you think it's going to be the next Darkness Ablaze? Well, let's have a look. So the set is due to be released on August 11th, which is little over a month before Pokemon 151, and it is the third set in the Scarlet and Violet era. And don't forget, Darkness Ablaze was the third in the Sword and Shield, and it didn't perform that great. But I'm hoping that this one does not have a full art trainer chase card. I hope it actually is a Pokemon, and especially Charizard. It is going to feature Charizard EX Darkness. We're going to have a Darkness Charizard type, which is going to be pretty cool. Tyranitar, my boy T-Tar, is back, so I'm super excited. Hopefully we get a really cool AR or SAR of Tyranitar. Then we got the Ice Q EX Vespiquen. Not too great fan favorites there. So there's going to be some really cool Terra-type Pokemon that's going to feature in this set, which I'm really excited for. And Dragonite. It's going to look like it's going to be like a Dragon-type set, which is quite cool. We've seen then Darkness Ablaze with some pretty cool cards in there, and same with Evolving Skies. Now, Obsidian Flames is going to be quite a large set with over 190 cards, which is, you know, quite large actually. 15 Pokemon EXs, 6 Terra types, so 6 actually, which is interesting. So we're beginning at 2 or 3 in the most recent one, so we're getting more Terra types coming into this one, which is interesting to see, of course. Then we have 12 ultra rare full art etched cards and supporter cards. Then we've got more than 15 trainer cards, a lot of trainer cards coming in this one as well, and 3 hyper gold cards. The product they've shown is the Pokemon Center ETB. Great one to collect and keep sealed. That's one thing I've always been saying, guys. It is going to be a good one. The promos you get in there, this gorgeous looking Charmander. Again, they're smashing it with these promos. They did really well with the Paldea Evolved, and you know, I think they're going to be doing really well with this one, to be perfectly honest. Even 151 is looking pretty sweet. Then we have the booster boxes, of course. Now again, like I say, there's supposed to be quite a lot of these, quite a lot, so expect the prices probably to be around the similar of Paldea Evolved and similar to Scarlet and Violet base, even though MSRP has gone up. Looking like booster boxes are coming out at a pretty reasonable price, which is actually, you know, quite nice to see. Then we've got the different pack arts. There we go. We got the Charizard as the dark type Terrestrializer. We've got my boy T-Tar coming in, looking like he's electric type, which is actually quite interesting. Then we've got Dragonite. It looks like maybe water. That's actually pretty cool. And then we've got the Vroom, I believe it's called. One of the new type Pokemon in here. Then of course we've got the triple pack blisters with a cute little Eevee promo. Then we've got another one with a Houndstone, which is pretty cool. Then we got the check lane blisters. I don't really rate these to really spend your money on. I do think they're just a little bit too pricey, in all honesty. Then taking a look at the Elite Trainer Box Pokemon Center version. Of course, you get more packs in there now. You get an exclusive promo, which is super cute. Looks like you get 2. Maybe you might get 2 promos, we have to wait and see, but really cool promo there indeed. Then you got the build and battle kit for the pre-releases, and then you got the build and battle stadium, of course. And it'll be really interesting to see what else is going to be coming out. We can take a look at now some of the cards that have been shown in this set. Some are pretty good. Now don't forget, this set is not being shown yet, especially in Japanese, so we'll get that probably over the next few weeks as we approach it. We'll see it soon when we approach it coming into July, because I think in July is when the Japanese set drops, so it'll be really interesting to see. Okay, right, let's take a look at the set list. Don't forget, we haven't got all of the cards yet. We've only got a small handful, and let's take a look. Obviously, we've got some pretty cool artwork in this set, I do have to admit. We've got I believe is that a Decidueye? I'm not too sure. It looks like a Decidueye EX coming in there. Yeah, it looks like Decidueye. That looks pretty cool. I do rate that. We've got the new version of Tentacruel coming in as an EX. We also have Victini. I do like Victini. It's quite a cool one. Then we've got a terrestrialized version of Ice Cube, which is coming as a fire type, which is really odd, but I'll rate it. And we've got Greninja. I do know Greninja is a big fan favorite, so we've got Greninja EX coming. Maybe we can get some really cool artwork like ARs or SARs of Greninja. That would be pretty sweet. Then we got my boy T-Tar. This looks sick. I really like this terrestrialized version of Trantar. So he is electric type. Okay, that's really interesting to see there. Then we got the Pawmot or Pawmi, whichever one it is, coming in as an EX. And then we got the Miraidon. So we're getting Miraidon back in again. So we also had Miraidon EX in Scarlet and Violet base. We're getting it coming back into Obsidian Flames as well. Then we have a Clefable EX. It's quite nice to see Clefable getting some limelight. I like it. Then we got the Doggo Houndstone coming in with his version of an EX. Be interesting to see if we can get anything else. We did get an AR. I can't remember which set it was. Maybe Scarlet and Violet base. We did get an AR of him. Then we got Cloth. Good old Cloth coming in as an EX. But it's quite interesting to see. Yeah, pretty cool. And then we got Koraidon. We've had Miraidon and Koraidon. They're coming back. I actually prefer these art than the other ones from, Scarlet and Violet base. This artwork looks pretty sick. We're going to start seeing them quite often, like we saw Zacian Zamazenta come out quite often across Sword and Shield. We're going to see these two in quite a few sets. Then we have the Charizard. There we go. The Dark Charizard terrestrialized version. Looks sweet. Absolutely amazing. I think we're going to get a big boy card coming. Now, there have been some leaks, potential leaks, if they're real or not. We'll get to that in a second. Then we got Houndoom. I'm a massive Houndoom fan. I absolutely love Houndoom. If I can have Houndoom in any of my teams in the game, he is always in there as my fire type and dark type. Really happy. I really hope we get an SAR of Houndoom. Super sweet. We've got another Doggo coming in, this Mabastiff, I believe, EX coming. It's not too bad, not one of my favorites, but still pretty sweet. Then we have Melmetal. I kind of get sick and tired of seeing Melmetal after Pokemon Go. He was in it everywhere, so interesting to see him as an EX. Then we have a new Dragonite EX specialized version, which does look pretty sweet. I do like the look of this. Nice to see Dragonite. Would love again to see another SAR. Like old art of Dragonite, the one from Evolves, guys, was fantastic. Of course, we got the Greedent. Of course, we've got to have Greedent. Oh, Greedent is back again. Crystallized EX coming through. Interesting one, to say the least. And then finally, we have this Charizard. Whether or not it's real, we'll have to wait and see. But if this is going to be one of the ultra rares of the set, one of the gold cards essentially, then this is going to be a pretty good one. It'll be interesting to see if we do get like an SAR version of Charizard in this Dark Terror type. I think that would be pretty awesome. I have to wait and see to see if this is real. If it is real, it looks pretty cool. I have to wait to see, have it in the flesh, because some cards, are pretty sweet and look better when you have them in your hands. Very colourful. Got a little bit going on. Not 100 on board with crazy stuff going on, but we'll have to wait and see if it is real or not. But like I say, guys, there's going to be a ton of Obsidian Flames around coming in August, and booster boxes are going to be pretty cheap, similar to Paldea Evolved and Scarlet and Violet base, so which is a pretty good sign. If you do want to get packs, crack them open, have fun and just collect the set, then I do feel like that is going to be a really good way to go about it, is to go and get these booster boxes and ETBs and just have a lot of fun. I know it's literally, we're going to be having Obsidian Flames and then 151 back to back, 2 incredible months, 2, let's be honest, expensive months. We're gonna have to wait and see if this is gonna kind of be, I wouldn't say forgotten, but it might have like that, what I would call it, the Fusion Strike treatment, where Fusion Strike came out after Celebrations but before Brilliant Stars, and it kind of got pushed aside, and now people are starting to go, hang on a minute, Fusion Strike is really good. I have to wait and see if Obsidian Flames is going to fall under that same, although Paldea Evolved is nowhere near as good as Celebrations was, but with the excitement of 151 and the hype behind 151, we'll have to wait and see if Obsidian Flames can not maybe match that hype, but still be a successful set moving forward. I think it will, with lots of different Charizards. We'll have to see. Also depends on pull rates, of course, but hopefully it's not going to be a Darkness Ablaze 2.0. But if you want to know about the upcoming reprints that are happening in July, then make sure to click on this video right here. If you watch more Pokemon content, guys, you know what to do. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, that's it from me in this video. Thank you all so much for watching. You guys are legends, and I'll see you in the next one.